Good morning, Sage Creek Bobcats. My name is Mr. Menente, and it is my pleasure to introduce your host of the Sage, Nick Cepek? Yeah, Nick Cepek, and of course, Jacob Fletcher. Enjoy the show.
Hello, Sage
Say
Creek.
hello, Sage Cree. I'm Nick Cepek,
And I'm Jacob Fletcher.
and we're excited to welcome you back to the Sage.
Shaii.
Today, we have a story on farmers markets, a sports update, a story on school dances, and a review of NBA 2K.
First, we have Jason Chase taking you on a tour of local farmers markets.
Welcome to the farmers market. There are plenty of places to purchase food that are all locally grown and made.
Name of business is Farm Steve, and we sell all kinds of citrus, so tropical fruit.
Action salsa, so I do homemade chips and salsa.
Fed cheese and butter.
One may wonder why go to a farmer's market when the grocery store is so easy. Well,
money goes directly to the people that are working. Tina, she's usually out there at like 4 in the morning and she won't sleep till like midnight, out there harvesting with a headlamp.
even more than that, it impacts the community.
You know, connects a lot of people, connects the local growers here with the people who live here, and really you get to build that connection of who's growing your food and why that's important to support that local economy.
That connection allows for people to understand the unique story of every farmer.
What I was doing before was I was selling kind of like to a lot of my friends, and people were like, man, you got to bottle this up, get into the markets, this and that.
The farmer's market is just a great place to shop.
Well, we're preparing dinner tonight for some friends, and we love the fresh produce here. I think it has a salubrious or health promoting effect on the community by making produce, fresh, healthy produce available. I think it improves the nutritional habits of the community, and it also brings people together on a beautiful day like this.
So, if you're shopping for some food or looking to support some local farmers, or even just looking for some interesting stories from people, the farmer's market is the place to go. This has been Jason Chase for The Sage.
Golly, Jason, that was something.
I really enjoyed the interview with the guy in the yellow shirt.
Anyways, for our next story, Tomiris and Austin ask the question of the day. When are school dances coming back?
School is back in person, and it begs the questions. Are school dances coming back too? Today we talked with a few people to find some information and students' perspective on upcoming events.
So we are currently in the process of planning our first dance of the year. It is going to be the winter formal. We are really fortunate that the venue that we have booked for that is the Flower Fields. So it's an all outdoor venue.
Yeah, so really it's hinged upon being outside, right? And so students have the options of wearing a mask or not wearing a mask because it's an outdoor event, just like any extracurricular activity that's going on, similar to athletics or club activities that are held outside. Our staff will do everything we can to, mitigate, as much congregation and keep everybody as safe as possible. But the reality is, depending on the numbers that of students who are going to attend the dance, it is going to probably be a bigger event.
Many students have varying expectations and thoughts for this upcoming school dance.
I'm not really a big of a party person, but it'll be a new experience, so I'm thinking of going.
I think that previous year's dances didn't have the added difficulty of COVID protocol, and I feel like now we're going to see a lot of dances with masks happening. We're going to see dances that are all kind of spread out with like the lines a lot more spaced out, and the lines are going to be like wrapping all the way around the school with how spaced out it has to be. So I feel like it's going to be pretty different because of COVID.
We're all excited about upcoming dances, and if everything will go as planned, the ticket for winter formal will be available in November. This has been Tomiris, Gumar, and Austin reporting for The Sage.
Wow, that sure is informational.
Yeah, and now here's Cooper with this week's sport update. Go get him, Coop.
It's Coop Dog.
Coop Dog.
Oh.
I said Okay, that took way too long. What's up, Bobcats? It's Cooper Hancock with this week's sports update. Girls volleyball lost their first league match against Torrey Pines last Wednesday and competed in the Mission Bay tournament and finished second overall. They will face the crosstown rivals Carlsbad High School tomorrow in another league match. Congrats to cross-country runners Bryce Gilmore and Stormy Wallace for competing in the Dana Hills Invitation over the weekend. Gilmore set a new course record for that, which was set in 1983. For the rest of the team, last Friday, the Downey Classic was canceled due to weather. Their next meet will be the Coastal Cluster on Thursday. Girls tennis also over the weekend competed in the Point Loma Invitational. They also faced Carlsbad yesterday and will face Torrey Pines on Thursday. Field hockey has struggled so far, but look forward to improving tonight against Mission Hills. That's it sports for this week, Bobcats. Good luck to all of our student athletes in the next games. Let's now send it back to the anchors.
Hey, sports.
Great job, Sage Creek.
For a final story, Samuel reviews this year's NBA 2K.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Hello Bobcats, welcome to my very first game review. Today, I'll be playing NBA 2K22. Now, NBA 2K22 has released 3 versions of the game. The Standard Edition, which is the version that I bought, the Cross-Gen Bundle, and the NBA 75th Anniversary Edition. I bought the standard version because I just like the more basic stuff of the game. I don't really like those extra modes and details. Oh, by the way, there's this new dunking mechanism where you can actually miss dunks. I know, it's a little weird because professionals can miss dunks in this game. If you time the dunk incorrectly, you'll miss the dunk. If you time it correctly, you'll make it. Which makes you get a lot of satisfaction out of making a dunk, but it is so much more difficult, man. Dunking has never been so hard in 2K. In conclusion, with a few changes to the AI being able to swat the ball to the moon and be way better at defense, and the dunking mechanisms, really, there hasn't been much change. You know, I can't really blame the developers. You can't really change a game when a sport already has its rules defined, yet it still feels fresh and somewhat original. I'd give it an above average 2K game out of 10. That's it for this episode, Bobcats. Have a great day. I am Samuel Daher, reporting for The Sage. Come on, man.
That looks like a great alternative to playing real sports, Sam.
That does it for this week's show, Sage Creek. I would just like to take a moment to thank my dear personal friend, Mr. Schuweiler, for this opportunity of a lifetime.
All right, thanks for watching this week's show. We'll see you next week.